Hey guys, and welcome back to another top 10 video here on TetraBitGaming. Ever since I first played Super Mario Bros. For the NES, one of my favorite things in the Mario games has always been the many different power-ups that Mario can collect. From throwing fireballs to extra lives, Mario has a power-up for every occasion. And as such, in this video I'll be outlining my top 10 favorite Mario power-ups. Now these won't necessarily be the most useful items, but rather the ones I personally think are the best. And as always guys, if a power-up you like isn't on this list or is in a different spot than you would have placed it, that doesn't mean that it's not a good item, just that I didn't enjoy it just as much as you did. And if you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more of my top 10s in the future, please be sure to leave a big like down below, it seriously helps me out so much. Now without further delay, my list of the top 10 Mario power-ups. As eloquently stated by the ancient wizard Drake, YOLO! Well, how nice would it be if all you had to do to get an extra life in this world was to eat a green mushroom? Pretty nice, I'd say. Well, there's actually something even better than the regular 1-up mushroom found in Mario games. That's right, with the 3-up moons you get triple the bang for your buck, as obviously they give you 3 extra lives. Even though in the more recent Mario games, extra lives are much easier to get and aren't as big of a deal as they used to be, back in Super Mario World where the 3-up moons first appeared, they were a huge help. The only downside to the 3-up moons is that they are extremely rare. Like, I believe in the entirety of Super Mario World, the 3-up moon appears maybe like 7 times, and they are usually pretty well hidden too. The 3-up moon also made a return in New Super Mario Bros. U, but this time they required a second player to man the Wii U gamepad and to tap on a 3-up moon block to get the players to collect the 3-up moons, which is pretty hard to do if you're playing alone. Although this power-up is only seen in a handful of levels and isn't super useful, the Boo Mushroom is still pretty awesome. Picking up the Boo Mushroom obviously turns Mario into Boo Mario, who now has several ghostly abilities such as the ability to float up as high as possible, turning invisible, and also the means to pass through some objects. One drawback of this power-up is that you can only use it in the dark, so basically you won't be able to use it outside or under a light. It also lets Mario understand Booish, so not only will every other Boo now be attracted to Mario, Mario can also read every sign written in the Boo language. And it's even such a good transformation that even Luigi can't recognize his own brother. And coming in at number 8 is probably the least useful power-up on this list, but it's still one of my absolute favorites. The Mystery Mushroom was first introduced in Super Mario Maker almost a year ago, and it simply gives us the means to play Super Mario Maker in the 8-bit style as different characters spanning various Nintendo games and other mediums. For the most part, you can unlock these with Amiibo in the game, but you also have the chance to unlock them by completing 100 Mario challenges. Now I love this power-up as it finally gives us a chance to play through Mario levels as Link, Sonic, Pac-Man, and numerous other characters, which I think is incredible. And on top of just the costume for Mario, the Mystery Mushroom also often includes sounds and music from the respective series as well to add to the experience. Although on the surface the Mystery Mushroom really only gives us the same gameplay boost as a regular Super Mushroom, it's a really creative power-up that even to the date of making this video might still get more costumes added to it in the future. So, Mario is now basically a furry.
Sniff, sniff, my wolf dragon senses were piqued.
He's been a raccoon, a frog, and now a cat? I definitely won't be the first to admit that I did not see this power-up coming before it was announced, and it still kinda looks weird in my opinion. But that being said, the Super Bell is one of the best power-ups in Super Mario 3D World for the Wii U. With the Super Bell power-up, Mario gets cat-like abilities such as being able to slide into enemies, a mid-air lunge attack, and the ability to climb up walls for a few seconds, which is super useful. And as an added bonus, every time you reach the end flagpole with a cat suit, you will be able to climb to the pole for an automatic 1-up. This can't be normal, right? At number 6 is a power-up that actually has a different effect depending on the game in which it is collected. In the new Super Mario Bros. Series of games, the Ice Flower gives Mario abilities very similar to that of the Fire Flower, which is another awesome item, might I add, except obviously this time ice instead of fire. And instead of simply killing an enemy, the Ice Flower lets you freeze opponents instead. Now that's all fine and good, but that's not the version of the Ice Flower that I enjoy the most. The Ice Flower in Super Mario Galaxy has quite a different effect. Although the power-up looks identical, in Super Mario Galaxy, instead of just changing Mario's colors, Mario himself becomes completely made of ice. With his new abilities, Mario can skate his way across ice tiles which form on water and lava with increased speed. The power-up is on a timer, which is really unfortunate because I'd love to have more time just to play around with it. Another really cool thing is that it lets you defy the laws of physics and wall jump between waterfalls. Take that, Sir Isaac Newton. Super Mario 64 on the Nintendo 64 was the game that finally brought Mario into the 3D world and was definitely revolutionary for its time. One of the most monumental moments in the game, to me anyway, was the first time getting the wing cap after looking to the ceiling in Peach's castle. The wing cap, as worn by Mario on the box art of the game, gave us the ability to reach new heights and fully explore the new 3D space in front of us in a brand new way. Although the controls for the flight weren't flawless, this power-up brought us some of the most memorable and monumental moments on the N64, and maybe in all of gaming ever. Mankind has long dreamt of walking in the clouds, and with the cloud power-up, this is finally a possibility for Mario. In Super Mario Galaxy 2, Mario can pick up a cloud flower to transform into Cloud Mario. With this power-up, Mario is now much floatier as he can hold his jumps longer as well as fall a lot slower. The main function of this power-up, however, is the ability to create a cloud to jump on whenever Mario spins. These clouds can be used to reach far or high places, or act as a safety net if you ever happen to fall off a stage. Unfortunately, you are limited to only 3 clouds per flower, and they don't regenerate unless you collect a new flower, which is slightly unfortunate. But I guess it would be kind of OP otherwise. But overall, this power-up will have you on Cloud 9. For many gamers, the Super Mushroom in Super Mario Bros. Was the first real Mario power-up ever collected. And although it's the most common and basic power-up across the Mario universe, it is still helpful nonetheless. Now if you crank the power of the Super Mushroom to 11, you get the Mega Mushroom. Though officially first seen in New Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo DS, a mushroom in Super Mario 64 had a similar effect. In short, the mushroom causes Mario to grow to a massive size which allows him to be invincible, all while destroying everything in his path. From pipes to blocks to even the ending flagpole, nothing can stand between Mario and the 1-ups he earns for his destruction. Are you a fan of money? If you said yes, and I know you did, you'll like the Gold Flower. This item is pretty self-explanatory. When collected, the Gold Flower will turn Mario into Gold Mario, who channels his inner King Midas and now has the ability to turn almost everything into coins. This power-up acts similar to a Fire Flower, but now you throw gold fireballs instead. These fireballs also explode when hitting blocks or enemies or walls for an even greater effect. They're also much stronger than regular fireballs against enemies and can even take out Bowser in one hit. While it's great that the item doesn't have a timer on it, it does unfortunately wear off at the end of a level. But hey, watch your extra lives stack up as you earn ridiculous amounts of coins with this flower. Somebody get me a 3DS capture card, please. And as always guys, before I get to my number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions that didn't quite make it to this list. For some reason, whenever I think about Mario and power-ups, Raccoon Mario is always the first thing to come to mind, and as such, that is why the Super Leaf is my all-time favorite power-up. In Super Mario Bros. 3 for the NES, after collecting a Super Leaf, Mario grows a spiffy raccoon tail and ears and gets the ability to temporarily fly after reaching a running speed. Sure, there are a few items that are really similar to the Super Leaf and are objectively better. For some reason, be it nostalgia or something else, the Super Leaf itself has always been my favorite. For example, the Tanuki suit yields the same abilities as the Super Leaf, but also lets Mario become an invincible statue. Then there's the P-Wing, which is identical to the Super Leaf but gives unlimited flight for the entire level. And then there's the Invincibility Leaf, which has stirred controversy of its own by also giving permanent invincibility, which has had some people thinking it made Mario games too easy. But like I said, even though all those power-ups have an edge over the regular Super Leaf, there was just something about picking it up on the first level of Super Mario Bros. 3 and being able to leave the ground and have controlled flight in a Super Mario game for the first time. To me anyway, it was a really magical moment, and that is why it will likely always be my favorite power-up ever in a Mario game. And there you have it, my dudes, my list of the top 10 Super Mario power-ups. Did you guys agree with my list? What are some of your favorite Mario power-ups? Let me know down in the comment section below. And if you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more like it soon, please let me know by smashing that like button down below. And to stay up to date with me and my channel, don't forget to subscribe and follow me on all my social media pages, which are all linked in the description below. And as always guys, thank you all so much for watching today and for all of your amazing support, and I will see you in a bit.